All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another Walking Dead video for today, giving our thoughts on some recent kind of news. We'll do a Q&A afterwards, but we'll start things off with the cast and crew saying Season 9 is one of the best seasons in years. Alright, and we'll do some Fear the Walking Dead kind of questions at the end of this one and go ahead and give our thoughts on some stuff relating that as it's going to be coming up soon, right? So today is the last day of July, then we're getting into August, and we got a couple premieres coming up. August 12th is for Fear, and then Better Call Saul is August, was it the 6th, the Monday? Yeah, so excited for that, and we'll be doing reviews for that once both those series hit. Still very excited for The Walking Dead Season 9, and I'll put the link in the description to this one so you guys can go ahead and check it out, namely from Norman Reedus and JDM, who we're referring to Season 9. But I hope you guys like trailer week. I know I didn't have video for you guys yesterday, and sorry about that. Just, it's in between the seasons right now. We got a lot of stuff at Comic-Con for Walking Dead, for Fear as well, too. They had their trailer as well, too, but for me, as usual, the Walking Dead trailer stole the show this year for Comic-Con. It was the thing that I was most excited after seeing. We made tons of videos last week. If you guys missed any of them, you can still watch them. They're in the channel discussing, the possibility of Andrew Lincoln, after, he's confirmed he's leaving. So any kind of possibility relating to that, whether the character will be killed off, whether the character will leave. And most people, majority of people, over 50%, around like 63-ish%, thinking that, somehow JSS Rick will survive somehow. So we'll see, man. Maybe that's the next topic is. So after all this stuff at Comic-Con, do we think he's actually going to be killed off or not, right? So, oh man, this is good stuff, right? So it's fun. So check out the videos if you missed them, and I hope you guys enjoyed all the craziness around Comic-Con and all the videos that we did. And I had a lot of fun, so I hope you guys enjoyed Trailer Week. I had a lot of fun. It was a good time, lots of videos, and we'll still have more coming for you guys this summer. We'll still make videos about the Walking Dead original series in between Fear and Better Call Saul and all the other stuff that whatever else comes up. We'll do news, we'll do all that kind of stuff as per usual for you guys. So yeah, not stopping anytime soon. So for this one, this was always funny to say because they say this a lot, right? Every time. And it's not their fault. They're excited about the work that they're doing, right? They put a lot of work into each season of the show, and then they want to come out and say afterwards that it's one of the best seasons they've done in a long time, and it's really exciting. So they always say this, right? And that's one of the things I hear from people a lot. And it's true. They do. Like every season, every half they do, they say it's going to be one of the best they've done, and it's really exciting, and yada, yada, yada. Which, I think it makes sense. I don't think they're being dishonest or anything. I'm sure they're honestly coming at it saying like, no, this is awesome, right? We've topped what we did prior, and they're constantly trying to kind of top themselves. And if Rick is killed off in the first half of Season 9, I don't think it's going to be, that difficult to make this a memorable season. Just the fact if Rick is being killed, or if Rick and Maggie leave on some kind of journey or something, to try to find the Commonwealth or something, whatever they do, this should be one of the most memorable seasons The Walking Dead has ever had. And if the people who think Rick will be killed off are right, because we know Andrew Lincoln is leaving, then for certain that's going to be one of the most memorable things to ever happen in the series, if not the biggest event to ever happen in The Walking Dead. So that's coming, man. So Norman Reedus and JDM say The Walking Dead is a different and improved show in its upcoming 9th season. It says, quote, "It's a huge year for change, or a huge year of change for the show. It's the same story in the same world, but the vibe of the show is different," Reedus told MTV during San Diego Comic-Con, which of course, it's going to be different. Obviously, it's going to be a different vibe with different surviving characters. And we have never gone that long, that many episodes without having like a Rick-centered episode. Like in Season 7, they did a lot of episodes where they did bottled off sections, and the audience hated it. You know what I mean? So they didn't really like it, right? It was not something that the audience enjoyed seeing in Season 7 at all. People complained like crazy about the bottled off episodes. So they basically kind of stopped doing them in Season 8. Now, there's still some episodes, I think, in Season 8. Yeah, there's still some episodes that Rick is not in Season 8. But this is going to be the season, probably, that we have the least Rick of any season of The Walking Dead ever. in terms of, like, season 1 didn't have that many episodes, so maybe not in terms of episodes, but in terms of percentage, like, you're going to get more episodes of this season, 16 episodes, where he's probably only going to be in like 5 or maybe 6, and that's it. So that's less than, half of the season. And obviously it's going to be a lot different, so we'll see how people respond to it. Reedus said, longtime writer-producer and new chief Angela Kang, who takes over duties from season 5 showrunner Scott Gimple, is killing it, right? That's I like that. Enjoy that. Right, I got that poster. I got a Daryl post says killing it on it, so that's fun. In her promoted position and has revitalized the show. It says, quote, she's always been my favorite writer on the show. I've said it since she showed up, but I mean, it's a train that's being driven by women, Reedus explained of season 9. And that's true. I think she has written a lot of Daryl-related stuff. Like she did Still. She did and there's lots of other episodes she's done over the years. But I think a lot of them, I think she likes her Daryl, I'm just going to say it. I think she likes her Daryl, right? She wants her Daryl back. So it's what it is. So obviously, they have... So Daryl's not getting killed off anytime soon, if you ask me. Let's just put it that way. Or maybe ever. The stories have more depth. This all-out war thing is not happening anymore. It's internal. I've done scenes this season that I'm more proud of than I've done in 5 years. Our crew, I've seen Morgan do scenes that are completely different than the Negan you're used to. So not Morgan, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, right? Negan, right? Do scenes that are completely different than what you're used to, that are great. Every single cast member has had different types of things to do. And I think they've been waiting to flip a switch and kind of twist their mojo in a different direction. And I think it's happening this year. Our crew is super excited, and they're out there 18 hours a day in the hot sun, and they're super jazzed. So, that's one thing that I don't think you would have, anticipated, that, if they kill Rick off, everybody would kind of be thinking like, what? It's shaking things up a lot, right? If anything else... The show's been on for over 8 years. It's been on over 100 episodes, 100 and however many episodes it is now. And, you're going to switch things up like crazy here, right? So you're changing things up, in crazy fashion. Maybe Negan will have a bigger part than maybe what we thought he would. Like, a lot of us just thought he would basically spend maybe the whole season in a cell, right? And that would be his time the entire season of season 9, or at least the first half he'd be in a cell or something like that. But it's true that if you don't have Rick there, you do, and I know Norman Reedus has kind of downplayed this and said no one's filling Rick's shoes. It's going to be an ensemble type show now, similar to Fear. But you're going to need other people as point of views to focus on. And obviously, without him being there, that's going to open up a lot of room for other people to have their points of view. Because there's a lot of the scenes, if you look at any season of The Walking Dead, just count up how many scenes are point of view led by Rick. There's probably more than any. More than anybody else in the series, Rick has had the most scenes of anybody, I would think. I think that's easy to say. I don't think I even have to back check it. I mean, it's kind of a given, right, that Rick has had the most. So without him being there this season, I think we're going to notice pretty quickly just how different it's going to be and how much time we're going to get to be able to focus on the other characters, because you don't have the Grimes family there, be it either Rick or Carl, right? So it's just what it is. So other people may be jazzed about how different the show is going to be and how much of a change-up this is going to be. He says, it's a different show. You're going to love this season, Reedus added, pointing out The Walking Dead has been refreshed with a Western feel. I know we come here every year and we say the show is better than last year, but it's true this time. It's like, okay, okay, Daryl, you say so. It's true this time, right? That's so I love how, he must know, like, he called us out, right? So, okay, so there's a line right there. I love that one because he's actually calling us out. See, on it, he's calling us out on what we've, it just makes me feel uncomfortable, right? Because it's like he's responding to what we're saying, and he knows what we're going to say, right? It's enough years now where he can anticipate that when he says this, that we're going to say that, and then he's got, he's going to say, it really is, It's like, okay, thanks for the embedded response to what you knew we were going to say, right? Yeah, it's true. The Walking Dead was forced to navigate the loss of Rick Grimes star Andrew Lincoln, who exited the series as leading man before the season's midway point. to spend more time with family in England, acknowledging Lincoln's bow out as a huge thing. JDM noted, we feel that. Right, it's an emotional moment. I get it. That being said, I think where the show has gone, storytelling-wise, is stronger than ever. Even Andy's like, this is the best season we've had since I shot the pilot. JDM said, that kind of feel, it just has a different feel. It's a new world. He's only leaving because he's got family he's got 2 little girls in England, and Georgia is far away from England, and he's given the show this much time, and he's dedicated blood, sweat, and tears to the show. You can't be mad at him, said Reedus, Lincoln's real-life best friend. You can't be mad at him. The show has adapted and changed in ways that will work. And that's it for this article. So I certainly hope they're right. I certainly hope that they will work, and if nothing else, if people were getting tired of kind of the same old Walking Dead and it being, continuously the same kind of story and the same kind of thing and seeing it from Rick's perspective and everything like that, then if nothing else, this is sure going to shake things up. And even though, I don't know if it's going to be a positive shakeup, it's going to shake things up regardless. So we'll see how everybody responds to it and just how this whole thing goes down. But, hey, if they're going to give Negan more time, I'm happy, right? So you guys know that. So leave your comments. Let me know what you guys think about that one. Peter Florenza says, hey, Trev, the word on the street is Gimple. It's like the Walker Street, right? The zombie apocalypse street. Is Gimple is going to announce the new Walking Dead spinoff at Atlanta Walker Stalker Con this year. So we'll see, man. I mean, I'll keep posted for that. Keep an ear out for this one, because that would be big if they announced another spinoff series for The Walking Dead. That's kind of been rumored ever since he sort of was in that new position. So we'll see, man. A lot of people like the theory of a spinoff with Rick, and just he has a break and then he comes back later or something after spending a year or two with his family, give him like a year or 2 years off, and then maybe do some other spinoff with him, or maybe it'll be something totally unrelated to the characters we have right now and totally in a different location, maybe country, which would be pretty cool. So I hope to see that, man. If they're going to do it. The only thing, like I've always said, is I'd just be worried because you already have The Walking Dead, you have Fear the Walking Dead, 32 weeks, right? Do you really want to add on a whole nother series on top of that? It's almost like I feel like they should maybe just try to bolster the series they have and try to put, all those resources into the original Walking Dead and to Fear, as it is, rather than trying to add on another series on top of those two. Because, it's just like, those, how many times can you kind of spread it out and sort of add on more and not dilute what you have already, right? So that's my only concern about it. So we'll see if they've got some really good ideas, and okay, cool. We'll see what they got. I feel like Fear turned out okay as a companion series, so far. So we'll see, man. But I do appreciate having Fear on during the summer when the original Walking Dead series is not on. That's for sure. It's better than nothing, right? It's like people complain about it, but it's like, yeah, and I complain about it too sometimes, but it's like at least it's something to complain about, right? It's better than nothing at all. So we'll see. Maybe they will add on another spinoff. I don't know, man. We'll see. Subliminal Pancakes 78 says, Season 9 better be the last season. Just wrap it up and find a decent way to live. And end it on a good note with some flashbacks, because this show could not last longer than Season 9. And I think you're wrong. Fear the Walking Dead just got renewed for Season 5. So if Fear is continuing, I would expect The Walking Dead to continue at least for Season 10. I do not think it's going to end at Season 9. I don't think they wrote the story that way, and I think it's at least got Season 10 in it. Probably 11 too, but we'll see. If Fear can continue when literally hardly anybody's watching it, then I'm sure The Walking Dead itself can continue as well too. And AMC is really, they've almost, I want to say they based their whole station, their whole channel around it, but it's responsible for probably more than half in total of Ride with Norman Reedus, the original Walking Dead series, Talking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead. It's probably responsible for, and the reruns, for like half of the traffic to the station, right? It's probably responsible for, it's probably more. I haven't looked at the metrics compared to the other series, but it's that much, man. So they're not going to let that go without a fight. Season 10, I think, is guaranteed. Last one for today will be from 23P2341, says it's better to have 2 Walking Dead shows in 1 year than have Walking Dead only in 1 year. I remember the awful waiting from the end of a season to start of a new one when we didn't have fear. It's better. It will fill time waiting for the Walking Dead's new season, and it is still on top quality. Fear is getting better. I'm really looking forward to see what they've done in the rest of season 4. So, yeah, I agree with 23. It's certainly better than nothing, and it was kind of a long wait each year for fans of Walking Dead and zombie apocalypse stuff to not have another show on during that time, so I'm glad they do, and we get more time with Morgan. If you think of it this way, things could have gone worse. They could have canceled Fear, and they could have killed Morgan in All Out War. Right? So think of it that way. See, like character deaths, man. I'm there's good sides and bad sides to it. But if you kill off a character like Morgan, it's like, damn, man, nobody wants to see that, right? So if you do it, it's like, so I'm glad at least he survived, and they've kind of revamped Fear if they had to, if they felt like it wasn't going to be able to continue with what they originally set out for it to be with the original cast of characters and survivors there. So, yeah, good stuff. And let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments below. And if you like today's video, leave me a comment for a Q&A question later on this week. Thumb up the video. You can share, you can favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, bottom left to subscribe. That's it for this one. I'll see you guys again soon for another video. As always, this is Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. I'll see you soon.